A literary biography of Charles Dickens. Introduction. Charles Dickens, one of the most celebrated writers of the Victorian era, holds an indelible place in the pantheon of English literature. Born on February 7, 1812, in Portsmouth, England, his life was marked by a series of social upheavals and personal challenges, all of which profoundly influenced his extensive body of work. As a novelist, social critic, and public advocate for reform, Dickens illuminated the plight of the underprivileged and challenged the moral complacency of his contemporaries. This literary biography explores Dickens's life, work, and legacy, examining how his experiences shaped his writing and his enduring impact on literature and social reform. Early life and education. Charles Dickens was born into a middle-class family. His father, John Dickens, was a naval clerk, and his mother, Elizabeth Dickens, was a homemaker. The family faced significant financial difficulties, which would later play a crucial role in shaping Dickens's worldview. When Dickens was just 9 years old, his father was imprisoned for debt, forcing the family to live in the Marshalsea debtors' prison in Southwark. Young Charles was forced to leave school and work at a boot-blacking factory to support the family. This experience left a profound mark on him, engendering a deep empathy for the poor and disenfranchised. After a brief period of education at a local school, Dickens returned to work full-time, but he never lost his fascination with literature. He read voraciously, developing a love for storytelling that would serve him well in later years. Dickens's early experiences with poverty and injustice would inform much of his writing, providing a rich backdrop for his stories of hardship and resilience. Writing career. Early works. Charles Dickens began his writing career as a journalist, working for the Morning Chronicle. His first major literary success came with the publication of The Pickwick Papers in 1836. Serialized in monthly installments, the novel captured the public's imagination with its comic portrayal of the adventures of Samuel Pickwick and his companions. The runaway success of The Pickwick Papers established Dickens as a household name and set the stage for his future works. Following the success of his first novel, Dickens published Oliver Twist, 1837-1839, which tackled the harsh realities of child labor and the plight of orphans in Victorian England. It was a bold critique of society and resonated with readers, drawing attention to the dire conditions faced by the impoverished. The character of Oliver, the innocent orphan, became a symbol of hope and resilience against a backdrop of societal neglect. Major novels. As Dickens's reputation grew, so did the scope and complexity of his novels. In 1843, he published A Christmas Carol, a novella that encapsulated his views on social responsibility and the potential for redemption. The tale of Ebenezer Scrooge's transformation from a miser to a benefactor captured the spirit of Christmas and remains a timeless classic, inspiring countless adaptations and reinterpretations. Dickens continued to explore social themes in works such as David Copperfield, 1849-1850, a semi-autobiographical novel that delves into personal growth and the search for identity. The character of David Copperfield reflects Dickens's own struggles and embodies the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. The novel is notable for its vivid characters and intricate plotting, showcasing Dickens's mastery of storytelling. In the following years, Dickens published a series of novels that further solidified his reputation as a literary giant. Bleak House, 1852-1853, critiqued the legal system, exposing its inefficiencies and injustices. Hard Times, 1854, addressed the dehumanizing effects of industrialization on the working class, highlighting the need for empathy and understanding in an increasingly mechanized society. Later works. As Dickens matured as a writer, his works became increasingly dark and complex. Great Expectations, 1860-1861, tells the story of Pip, an orphan who rises from humble beginnings to wealth but struggles with issues of identity and morality. The novel is often considered one of Dickens's greatest achievements, showcasing his ability to weave intricate plots and develop multifaceted characters. Little Dorrit, 1857, addresses themes of class, debt, and social isolation. The titular character, Amy Dorrit, navigates a world dominated by economic hardship and moral ambiguity. Dickens's portrayal of the Marshalsea debtors' prison, a place he knew intimately from his childhood, adds a personal dimension to the narrative. In his final novels, Our Mutual Friend, 1864-1865, and The Mystery of Edwin Drood, published posthumously in 1870, Dickens continued to explore themes of wealth, corruption, and fate. Our Mutual Friend is a sprawling work that examines the interplay of money and morality, while The Mystery of Edwin Drood, left unfinished at the time of his death, showcases Dickens's fascination with mystery and the darker aspects of human nature. Social activism and reform. Beyond his literary achievements, Dickens was a passionate advocate for social reform. He used his platform to raise awareness about pressing social issues, including child labor, education, and poverty. Dickens believed in the power of literature to ignite change, and he frequently infused his narratives with social commentary that encouraged readers to reflect on their own values and responsibilities. His commitment to social reform was evident not only in his novels, but also in his public lectures and philanthropic activities. Dickens was instrumental in founding institutions such as the Charity for the Relieving of the Poor, and he actively campaigned for legislation to improve conditions for the urban poor. Influence on society. Dickens's works resonated deeply with the Victorian audience, who were confronted with the realities of a rapidly changing society. His portrayal of the struggles of the poor and marginalized captured the imagination of readers from all walks of life. The popularity of his serialized novels created a unique relationship between Dickens and his audience, who eagerly awaited each installment and often wrote to him with their thoughts and reactions. Through his vivid characters and compelling narratives, Dickens inspired a sense of social responsibility among his readers. His ability to blend entertainment with moral lessons ensured that his works transcended mere literary enjoyment. They became vehicles for social critique and change. Personal life. Despite his towering literary achievements, Dickens's personal life was marked by complexity and turmoil. In 1836, he married Catherine Hogarth, with whom he had 10 children. However, the marriage faced significant strain as Dickens's literary career flourished. In 1858, he separated from Catherine, and the couple's relationship became increasingly fraught. Dickens's infatuation with actress Ellen Ternan further complicated his personal life. Their relationship, though discreet, became a subject of much speculation. The stress of his turbulent marriage, financial responsibilities, and the demands of his writing career took a toll on Dickens's health. He often worked long hours and conducted public readings of his work, which, while popular, further strained his physical and emotional well-being. Dickens suffered from chronic health issues, including bouts of anxiety and depression, which haunted him throughout his life. Death and legacy. Charles Dickens passed away on June 9, 1870, at the age of 58. His death marked the end of an extraordinary literary career, but his influence on literature and society endures to this day. Dickens's works continue to be studied and cherished, as they speak to timeless themes of social justice, compassion, and the complexities of human experience. In the years following his death, Dickens's reputation only grew. His novels have been adapted for stage and screen countless times, illustrating their enduring appeal. characters such as Scrooge, Oliver Twist, and Pip have become cultural icons, embodying the values and struggles of their time. Dickens's contributions to literature extend beyond his own works. He inspired generations of writers who followed in his footsteps, influencing the development of the novel as a form of social commentary. Authors such as George Orwell, Virginia Woolf, and F. Scott Fitzgerald drew inspiration from Dickens's themes and narrative techniques, ensuring that his legacy endures in the canon of English literature. Conclusion: Charles Dickens remains a towering figure in the literary world, a master storyteller whose works continue to resonate with readers across generations. His ability to weave intricate narratives that reflect the complexities of the human experience, coupled with his unwavering commitment to social reform, has ensured his place in literary history. Through his novels, Dickens not only entertained but also inspired, urging society to confront its moral obligations and strive for a more just world. In examining Dickens's life, work, and lasting impact, we are reminded of the power of literature to illuminate the human condition and provoke change. His enduring legacy serves as a testament to the profound connection between art and social responsibility, a connection that continues to be relevant in today's world. As we reflect on Dickens's contributions, we are challenged to carry forward his vision of empathy, compassion, and the pursuit of justice in our own lives and communities.